It's been over 28 years since the murder of JonBenét Ramsey, and there's still no person of interest in the case.
JonBenét's father, John Ramsey, has been pushing Boulder police to use genetic genealogy to test and retest DNA evidence, and recently met with Boulder's new police chief in January asking for that to happen. Also working on this case separately, behind the scenes for years, the daughter of a former investigator who died back in 2010.
And Denver 7's Amy Wattis went to Colorado Springs to follow up with her to see where things stand after a Netflix docuseries released late last year garnered renewed interest in the case.
We have been able to eliminate from our list probably 25 people based on DNA.
25 names from a list of hundreds, a task Cindy Mara calls tedious.
And we decided the best thing that we could do is work off the spreadsheet that he had developed that listed over 600 names and pieces of evidence that he thought were important to this case. Whether their fingerprints or palm prints were taken.
Cindy Mara, a paralegal at a Colorado Springs law firm, is working off the spreadsheet her father, former Colorado Springs police detective Lou Smith, developed when he was brought out of retirement to help work the JonBenét Ramsey murder case. Smith believed an intruder broke into the Ramsey home in Boulder in December of 1996 and murdered the 6-year-old girl. However, Smith never got to finish his work, dying from cancer in 2010.
Just implored everybody that would come to see him, please don't let this die.
So Mara made it her mission to fulfill her dad's dying wish.
I don't think I would have done that for anybody else.
Retired Colorado Springs homicide detective and former El Paso County Sheriff John Anderson, who worked with Smith for many years, is part of a team of about a half dozen, helping Mara out. They're working completely separate from Boulder police. Since that popular Netflix docuseries detailing JonBenét's murder came out last November, Anderson says they've received several new leads.
We were able to contact several people, get DNA through different means, and eliminated a couple of more people. Not all of those people were on the Lou's list.
Mara's team uses the DNA they collect through various means and compares it to the DNA that was found under JonBenét's fingernails and on her panties when she was murdered. DNA belonging to an unidentified male that didn't match any of JonBenét's family members. Mara says her team has shared information they've gathered with Boulder police over the years. However, Anderson says police have always been somewhat resistant to them.
They've told us right from the very beginning this is going to be a one-way street, and it has been.
Anderson is hopeful that will change since JonBenét's father, John Ramsey, recently met with Boulder's new police chief, Stephen Redfern, for the first time in January, pushing for DNA to be tested and retested using genetic genealogy.
Have you tried reaching out yet to the new police chief and his team?
We have not, no.
Are you planning on doing that?
Yeah, we would be interested in that. I think we just are kind of waiting to see what happens with John Ramsey's meeting with the chief and what may become of that. If they would do what they can do, what we hope that they will do, then it's definitely going to be a lot faster than our method.
And it just goes and goes.
Mara believes a break in the case could come at any moment, and she's determined to find JonBenét's killer. In Colorado Springs, Amy Wattis, Denver 7.
And Cindy Mara says it's expensive to independently work a case like this, locating someone and sending off their DNA to a lab. That's why she and her team created a GoFundMe for support. To learn more, head to our website, denver7.com, and click on this story.